We got him, man.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to Run It Up, man. We got them things, bro. As you can see, we got them things, bro. These are them. When it comes to shoes this year, these are them. These are the ones that everyone's been waiting for. Shoe of the year, that's what streets are talking about, man. That's what the streets are talking about. Are these shoe of the year? A lot of people are saying yeah, and I'm starting to lean that way, man. I'm starting to lean that way. In terms of just execution, in terms of, you know, accessibility, I know a lot of people weren't able to secure retail dubs, but a lot of people were, man. A lot of people were. There was a lot of pairs out there for sure, and streets are saying that there's more to come out, so definitely more accessible than, you know, your super high tier releases like most Travis Scotts or Off-Whites and things like that. This was a release that, you know, most people actually had a decent shot at securing if you did put in, you know, your footwork, entering raffles and stuff like that. So with that being said, I do think that these are a great candidate for sneaker of the year, man. Great candidate for sneaker of the year. Most people were able to actually, you know, attain a pair if they really wanted one, and even right now resale prices are more than what, you know, any of us would like to pay, but they're not, you know, out of the question in my opinion anyway. But I know some people, you know, spending 300 plus on shoes is definitely out of the question, and I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But anyways, man, back to the reason why we're here. Lost and found Jordan 1s, man. Shoe of the year just might be, but let's take a quick look. As you can see, I got 2 pairs of these in my size. So this is my personal size 10. I did have full intentions on keeping both pairs, but I do also want those A Ma Maniére 4s, so I might have to make a little trade for one of these pairs, man. I actually already put up some offers on Trade Block, if you guys are familiar with that app. So let me know if y'all are on that app. Let me know if y'all think that's a good trade. I try to do it straight up. These for the A Ma Maniére 4s in my size 10. Right now they're going for about the same price, so I think it's a fair trade, man, especially if someone hit on those 4s but really wanted these and missed out, just like, you know, I hit on these but really missed out on those 4s and really want those, but I want them both. So, you know, hopefully one of these pairs is gonna make that happen for me. So, but back to the back to the video, man. Yes sir. So as you can see, man, it is a funky looking Jordan 1 box. The bottom is kind of like the traditional Jordan 1 box that we're used to seeing, and the top is that old school Nike top in that bright orange, but the whole box itself has that worn down, distressed look to it, giving it just an aged look, as if it's been, you know, lost and now it's found. But that just adds to the whole, you know, aesthetic of the vintage concept that basically that they were going for on this shoe, man. I think that the execution, like I said, was done A1 on this shoe. The execution is what makes this shoe more of an experience than anything, man. But yeah, little details like that just make the unboxing experience, you know, that much more special, man. It makes you remember it that much more. But things like that also make you not want to get rid of the boxes. I know a lot of people now, we got the drop front shoe boxes and stuff like that, so things like that make you want to actually keep these boxes, man, because a lot of the boxes, if they're all the same box, you know, it got really pointless to hoard a lot of them. So but back to the shoe, man. The paper here, we got basically a whole bunch of newspaper, old school Jordan ads on here. Like I said, the details, man, are what makes this shoe really cool, man. It's really just a whole bunch of old ads. I'm assuming that they're real, what they actually used to put in the magazines and the newspapers and stuff like that. Really dope detail in my opinion. Under that, we got the regular white paper, and then we got them things, bro. We got them things, man. Bro. Yeah, these are them, bro. These are them. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna tell a lie. These are them. Bro. Like, let's be for real, man. Here we have one of the most iconic Jordan colorways of all time on one of the most iconic Jordan silhouettes of all time. It's like, amen. What more could you want in the Jordan, man? Like I said, execution on the details, bro. So basically, the whole idea with this shoe, they gave it that whole vintage aesthetic, basically making these appear as if they're one of the original 1986 pairs of these Chicagos. And the execution is really, really where they knocked it out the park, honestly, because they didn't do too much. They didn't do too much where they easily could have, they could have just overdid it on this whole vintage aesthetic, but they gave a light sail midsole. They didn't go too crazy making it yellow or anything like that, just giving it like a light basically they didn't make it seem like these were worn. They made it seem like these were kind of just sitting, and these just naturally aged over time a little bit. So this leather over here, up here, I guess it kind of dried out and now it's all crackled and things like that. Really nice detail. I'm interested to see how that's actually gonna wear over time, if that's gonna start peeling or anything like that. But really dope, man. I think Nike saw a lot of people were going back and actually copying original Jordan 1s from the 1980s and getting those like cracked and worn down shoes and wearing them. So a lot of people putting those to feet, and it became a fashion trend of people copying those OG Jordan 1s. So Nike went ahead and made their own, basically made their own OG Jordan 1 all over again. The whole thing, basically, not the whole thing, so the red parts are just kind of like matted out red, but the white, or rather sail portions of the shoe, are all in this cracked looking leather, basically just giving it all that aged look, as if it's kind of dried out, and it looks like it's brittle, like it could just, every step could just crack it basically. And on the bottom kind of gives it that dusty look. There's just some like gray white swirled into that red, just giving it that dusty kind of cobwebby look, man. And on the tongue here, it is a darker sail, kind of more of a cream color, honestly. That is probably the darkest. It is the darkest of all the sails or whites on the shoe, so the tongue definitely stands out if you are looking at the shoe. I'm not sure if you can see that well on camera, but it definitely stands out a lot in person. Laces, we got white and black, both at the bottom of the shoe here. The white is more obviously like a sail, but similar to the toe box in the mid panel here. And then black is, the classic lace that we see on the Chicago 1s all the time. I feel like black laces and Chicago 1s go hand in hand. That's, the more classic combination. That's where most people normally go with. I think the sail laces should have been a little bit darker. In my preference, it should have been kind of closer to the tongue. I think that would have just kind of popped more on the shoe and gave it a really dope look, in my opinion. I think I might throw some laces that color in here and see how it looks. I think it's gonna look really good, but who knows. But other than that, you can always go with black. That'll never forsake us. I think that they knocked it out the park, man. They really executed everything on the shoe, from the details on the actual shoe to the details on the box. And there's actually one more little detail I'm gonna show y'all. It did come with this little fake receipt as well, that is pretty much like an old school receipt that they had back in the day, handwritten, showing paid what, $99 or something like that, or $64.99 for these. Imagine, I would be lit. $64.99. But my boy Paul rang me up. Shout out Paul. You know what I mean? Might have gave me a discount. Feel me? But this was what, 8/30/86. Wasn't born yet, but if I was around, me and Paul, we would have been like this. All right, we would have been like that. Let me know what y'all think of these down below. Are y'all copying these on the resale market? If you are, I recommend getting them in the next week or so from when I'm posting these videos, or this video, because like a week or two before Christmas, prices are definitely going to be on the rise, man. Definitely going to be on the rise. I think a lot of people are going to be trying to get them under the tree, so prices are definitely going to spike a little bit. Also, be on the lookout for restocks. I'm hearing that Nike is set to drop some more pairs of these, so be on the lookout for that. Hopefully that is true. I'm sure if they do have more stock, they're going to try to push them out before the holidays, so that would definitely be a great chance for a lot of people to get these for retail, because prices right now are about $450 depending on your size, and that ain't cheap, man. But that's all I got for y'all today, man. Let me know what y'all think down below. Drop a like for me, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, peace.